Hello everybody and welcome to our second home learning handwriting lesson. So last time we looked at a family of letters, a group of letters that were formed in similar ways. That was the curly caterpillar letters, where you sort of curl around that way. Today we're going to look at a different family of letters and we call these ones the long ladder letters, okay? And it's just like the curly caterpillar, it's the same kind of motion each time, all right? What we're doing for each of these letters is starting at the top and doing a line that goes down, okay? Sometimes there'll be bigger letters, sky letters, sometimes they won't be so big, all right? But the motion's gonna stay the same. It's just a straight line down for all of these letters. So let's have a look at our first one. The first letter, Mr. Fenn, is the letter L.
Lovely.
L for lovely, L for long ladder. So, letter L, first of all, is it sky, grass, soil? What do we think?
Right, starts at the top, so sky and then grass.
Absolutely right. Okay, so we start right from the top of the sky, okay? Because remember, all these letters starting at the top, going down. So, start at the top, we just go down to the grass, and then a little loop at the bottom. So, start at the top of the sky, down to the grass, little loop at the bottom, okay? On a normal line, that will look like this. There we go, okay? Takes up the whole line. You start from the top, go down to the bottom, and don't forget, a little flick at the end.
When you practice this now, make sure you're not rushing it. Make sure the letters at the end of the line look just as good as the letters at the beginning of the line. It's not a race, okay?
Brilliant. Okay, off you go, guys. All right, the next letter we're going to practice is the letter T.
Terrific.
Now, T is a funny one. In fact, there's a couple of funny letters we're going to be going over today. It doesn't quite play by the normal rules, all right? T, what do we think? Sky, grass, soil?
Wow, T is a bit of a tinker. T is a bit of sky and grass.
Yep.
But the funny thing is, doesn't quite go to the top of the sky, sort of near the top, but not quite the top.
Yep, Mr. Fenn is right, okay? T is a sky letter, but it's a shorter sky letter, okay? You'll see more about why that is when we move on to joining. But the thing to remember is that it does go into the sky, but it's going to be a bit shorter than the letter L, okay? So I'm going to go into the sky, but not quite the top, about there. Go down, and then across at the top of the grass like that, okay? So down and across. Down the tower, across the tower, okay? So on normal lines, again, you're going to go near to the top, but not quite. Down and across. Down and across, like that. Have a go at the letter T. Off you go, guys. Okay, next up, another funny letter here. We're going to do the letter J.
Ooh, jolly good.
You're loving this, aren't you? So the letter J, again, so this is a grass letter, but it sort of dips its toe into the soil, this one, okay? So it's not like normal soil letters like G, where they go right the way down to the bottom of the soil. Okay, when we do the letter J, so we start at the top of the grass, it's that same motion going down, and then we just go a little bit into the soil to do a loop like that, okay? And then you can put your dot, oh, it's not a great dot, but just floating above it, okay? So, grass, dip into the soil, dot just above it. It's very hard on this to get the dot to match up properly. I'm sure you guys can do a better job. So on normal lines, go like that, loop underneath, and then add the dot to it, okay? So that loop only goes a little bit under the line, only a little bit, but just slightly below, okay? Have a go at the letter J, please. Okay, next up we're going to do the letter Y.
Yes.
Now, this is a proper soil letter, okay? He's waiting to be acknowledged. This is going to be a proper soil letter, okay? Not like J, which just sort of dips its toe in. No, this one goes right down into the soil, okay? So same motion, starting at the top of the grass. You do a line down, loop that way, and then right the way down to the soil like that, okay? So down, up, and then to the bottom of the soil. So on normal lines, will look like this. That top bit is going to be in line with the J, but then the bottom bit, we're going to go further down than the J, like that, okay?
And so if we went back to the previous lesson, that bit on the Y would be the same size as an A.
Same size as an A, same size as an O, E,
Okay.
S, yep. So, down the horn, up the horn, under the chin. I think that's how you learnt it with phonics. Just like that, okay? So that top bit is in line with the J, okay? It's not as tall as a T or an L. And then the bottom bit, where we go under the line, we go further under the line than we did with the letter J.
Okay.
Have a go doing that one, please. Okay, Mr. Fenn, 2 letters to go.
Right.
First up, we're going to do the letter U. So, how do you think we do that one? Is it sky, grass, or soil?
The letter U is just grass.
It is indeed. It's just a grass letter, this one. Okay? Same motion. It's that straight line going down. We start from the top of the grass, and we go down, and then up again, and then down like that. Oh. So did a little flick there. That's not very good. Remember from phonics, this one, it's down the umbrella, up the umbrella, down to the puddle. Okay? So down the umbrella, up the umbrella, down to the puddle. Just like that. Okay? If we're doing it on normal lines, down the umbrella, up the umbrella, down to the puddle, down the umbrella, up the umbrella, down to the puddle.
It's good. You can really see that's exactly the same size as that bit.
Yep, absolutely. We're trying to keep them nicely in line. Okay, have a go at the letter U, please. Okay, one more letter, Mr. Fenn, and the letter is I.
I see.
Indeed. Now, how do you think we do the letter I?
Well, I think the letter I is grass.
Yep.
And I'd probably put the dot bit just above in the sky.
Yep. Excellent. So I, again, it's that straight line down, and it's a bit like an L, actually, but shorter. Like how I'm shorter than you, okay? If you imagine Mr. Fenn's an L, and I'm a letter I, okay? So, in the grass, starting from the top of the grass, go down the insect's body, and then you remember this one from phonics, a dot for the head. Not a massive circle for the head, just a little dot for the head, like that, okay? So we go down, like that, and then a little dot in the sky, okay? And again, if we do it on the line here, should be in line with the U ideally, with that dot floating just above it, okay? Have a go at the letter I, please. Okay, and that brings us to the end of our long ladder letters.
Lovely.
A few there. Some tricky ones there, particularly the T and J, just getting the size right, remembering the dots with the I and J, okay? If there are any that you were finding tricky, please do feel free to go back and practice those ones.
And also, I think when you're doing your writing today or tomorrow, make sure when you're doing your writing for your English other lessons, make sure your letters look like this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, brilliant. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.